Okay, so that's about the security part and base class library. So the .NET Framework class library is an object-oriented collection of reusable classes that can use to develop applications ranging from traditional command line, like the command-based console applications or GUI-based applications. So as we have been seeing, the base class library is a set of DLLs that sit in your as part of your .NET Framework version, and you can just have to refer to that and make use of it. If you, for example, just have to write a program to do a data access, all we need is the base class library called system dot where is that system. Yeah, so if you see, there are a ton of each of the DLLs available here are specific to a given purpose. Like for example, system.xml.dll, this is a DLL that you will normally need to use to play with an XML documents, and system.security available, system.web is available, system.web.mobile, so on. So these are set of DLLs are available, which are a predefined set of functionalities readily available to consume within your application or given type of application. So so that's the base class library. Okay, so that normally eases your development cycle. Instead of you writing the base common functionalities, those functionalities are available as a framework DLLs, and that's the richest part of the .NET framework. So there are a ton of things which you can do in .NET with the less code from your end. So everything can be done by using the base class library with small code or less code from your end, and most of the stuff is in the base class library. Okay, that's about the base class library. We don't really need to know more at this stage. Once we get into the respective program features, we will see more of that. Okay, and this not only makes the .NET Framework types easy to use, but also reduces the time associated. That's what we've been talking about. Okay, good. MSIL, again, a couple of more about MSIL. The .NET programs are not compiled directly to native code. They are compiled to MSIL, and MSIL is executed by the CLR. MSIL is a lowest level human readable programming language in .NET Framework. Again, remember, this is human readable. Okay, this gives you this gives me a good a point to show you how an MSI looks like. We will see that definitely how the MSI looks like, because we said that it is a human readable programming language. That's what I said, that if you know MSI, if you can write a code in MSI, then you don't need a C#. Okay, what's an assembly? An assembly is a unit of deployment. In other words, this is again a very fundamental keyword that one need to know when we talk about the .NET framework. So assembly is a unit of deployment, like an exe or DLL. In simple, any program, any project that you're going to add up to your solution, the result is when you once you compile it, it's going to emit either two things based on the type of the application that you're using. One, it could be an exe file, which is a self-executable, and another one is a DLL file based on if it is a class library, it's a DLL file. We have seen a DLL, which is not a self-executable code. All DLLs, in other words, DLL stands for dynamic linked libraries, need to be consumed by a hosting application, which can be a exe file. Okay, so that's the intermediate relationship between exe and a DLL. Okay, so assembly, when you talk about an assembly, a DLL or exe, both are assemblies. So there is no distinction when we say an assembly. In other words, so what all we have seen here, all the DLLs, all these DLLs are assemblies. Okay, so that's what an assembly is in a straightforward way. So you can put your line of words the way you want to describe it, the best you can. It's up to you. Okay, so an assembly consists of one or more files. It could be DLLs or HTML files. Within the given DLL or exe files, you can actually add any number of resource files to it. That is fine. So at the end, it's going to be one file as an output. An assembly may also contain references to other assemblies, definitely. Yes, one assembly can refer to other assembly. We will see most of that when we do the programs, wherein one solution can actually refer to another project within the same solution or another external DLL, so that we can normally make use of it directly, so on. So an assembly can refer to another assembly, and the assembly manifest is one of the key thing. So manifest is contains the metadata information. So it's a nutshell or container that contains the metadata, and metadata is the information about the assembly itself. It's like a profile of the assembly itself. Like metadata information contains the references to the other assemblies, its version, its product information, its owner information, and what are the security policies it requires, and its strong naming, and a lot of bunch of information. And definitely to I'm really want to show